Wow, some people just know how to make a mess, don't they? Oh, yeah. I should have taken a before and after picture, but it doesn't really matter that much. I got tired of all the cobwebs on the door. I don't have any Windex or paper towels or anything like that, so my windows didn't get cleaned real good, but I hosed down the door, both sides, got most of the cobwebs down. It still needs a good scrubbing, but it ain't happening today. I don't have the stuff here to do it with. So, got myself good and wet though. Yeah, good and wet. And I'm very happy. I found what I used to measure out my old girl's feed. So I cleaned it up as best I could, and I think this is 1 cup measure. I think this will be sufficient for measuring out Honey's feed, because she does not get hardly anything. I don't dare. Don't need a horse with the equivalent of diabetes, you know, for the non-horse people out there. You know, horses can get metabolic problems too, and since Honey is such an easy keeper, I gotta really watch how much I feed her. Yeah, she went out to see what there is out there. So I gotta get that baleen string up out of the aisleway before it gets too hot. We're supposed to have some rain today. Yeah, just when everything starts to dry out. And they've just made a muddy mess over here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Wish I had a piece of heavy equipment. I could make short work of this. But, you know, you do what you can with what you got to work with. Been trying to figure out how to deal with the muddy section of the pasture out there. Coming up with some ideas. Don't know if it'll fly, but I'm coming up with some ideas. But I probably will not be doing anything out there for a little bit, because we have a heat wave coming in either tonight or tomorrow, and it'll just be, you know, just your basic chores. And maybe, you know, I did remember to pick up some shampoo so I can give a couple horses a bath. So next week will be a good week for that, depending on how work goes. I actually have work on Monday. I cannot believe it. Oh, it's been a while. And not just like 1 hour like I had on Thursday. I tell you, if I had been using my own vehicle for work, or to get to work for 1 hour, I would not. I said, you know, it's not worth it. 1 hour worth of work is not worth running my gas. But I don't have to run my gas, so that's good. So I actually did, you know, go to work, even if it was only for 1 hour. But, you know, you take what you can get. And you do the best you can with what you got to work with. So we'll see how things go. I have a lot I want to get done in here, but I just, like, you know, work's been so slow, I have not been able to get anything that I need. I did, however, around here, get that little rig up there to hang up my manure fork. So that's something, at least. So we got that up. I think I'm going to end up buying some boards for in here, but they're not cheap. I mean, they're not expensive. They're like these ones up here that I used up here, that I used for the trim. They're like around $3 a board. So, you know, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 boards. We'll get this closed in, and then when that's closed in, then maybe I'll see about putting some, you know, shelves, maybe, hooks, whatever, I don't know, get something. I found my rope halters, all my rope halters. So I need to go organize all that stuff. I think I know where there is a wire rack that I can put up in here, so that I can get these horse blankets put out of the way. But I have to see if I can get my hands on it, because it's in my husband's domain, and I don't mess with my husband's domain because it drives me nuts. But anyways, yeah, and then I gotta work on this, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that because as y'all know, I don't do heights very well, and I think that the step ladder that I've been using is just a little bit too short for me to be able to comfortably deal with that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it. But I definitely want to have this place closed in, you know. And I also want to see about getting some kind of a light that I can install, maybe put on the back of this board, of this rafter here, so we can have some light back in here. I mean, it's not too bad right now this time of day, but later on, especially when the sun starts to go down earlier, well, it has been starting to go down earlier, but you know, when it gets darker, like, you know, around 6 o'clock, and if we happen to still be here, it'd be nice to have some light in here so we can see what we're doing. So, but you know, we'll see. It would have been great to have the place insulated, but I wasn't going to mess with that because, you know, let's face it, it's a farm and we got critters, and I just, hey, you know, I could have put all kinds of money in here and critter-proofed the floor and the walls and everything, but I don't have that kind of money. It's just a storage room. So it's not that important to be insulated. I think I'd like to do something with the cracks in between the boards, just to kind of cut down on some of the dust and dirt and stuff. As you can see, it doesn't take long to build this up. And of course we get spiders with cobwebs and stuff like that, so it's just a matter of keeping it up. I see I got some up there I need to deal with, but it's really hard when, you know, it's not really closed in. So yeah, but at least I found my my rope halters, so I feel a little bit more, fully equipped. I still have this mess I gotta organize. That's where I need the, you know, the shelving and whatnot, so I can organize things. You know, it'll come. It just takes time. You know, a little bit of extra cash for a few extra little things, and yeah, I just, right now it's just not there. Hopefully it won't be long and it'll be back there again. So, but anyways, so that's it. I guess I'll have to figure out what I'm doing next. Already fed the chicks rather, that I had to bring another bag of feed in. I tell you, the chick starter is really expensive. It's closing in on $20 a bag, so that's not cheap. So this is either, I think this is my 3rd bag of chick starter. Well, the first bag I got was just a 25-pounder, just to have it on hand because I wasn't exactly sure on when the chicks were going to hatch. And I like to start the hens out on the chick starter before the chicks hatch. It's better for them. And if I can do it, you know, when they first go broody, that's even better. But, you know, things were a little crazy this summer. So they're, so they should be good. But about another 3 weeks, I think, then they get switched over to the grower. And then after that, they go on to the finisher. So if I want to, if they're not laying hens anyway. So some people don't mess with all this. Some people just, you know, whatever the chickens are eating, that's what the chickens. And yeah, you know, for free ranging, but I thought about letting my chicks out so they can free range a little bit, but I'm just a little leery. We've lost some ducklings, and if I was here in the evenings, every evening, like if they were in my backyard, okay, that yeah, I would let the chicks out to free range at the age that they're at right now, okay, but I'm not here, and the owner of the property, she's got her own stuff going on, and it's not fair to ask her to round up my chicks and put them away. No. So they're just going to have to stay in where they are. If I can get my hands on some grass and whatnot, you know, the greens, I throw that in there. I give them the fruits and vegetables and whatnot, you know, extras when I can. So somebody just laid an egg, I hope. So, well, that's it. I got to go figure out what I'm going to do next. I probably should work with Libby. So, we'll see. Back at you later. I am taking advantage of nothing real pressing at the moment, and I am bagging up Honey's feed. Honey gets Strider by Blue Seal. It is a low protein, low fat, okay, low protein pellet for maintenance and light performance. So yeah, she doesn't need a whole lot of protein. She doesn't need a lot of fat too. And it seems to me, I think that the fat content is pretty low too. Crude fat is 3.5%. Now you probably can't see that, but it's 3.5%. That's just pretty low. So this is what she gets, and she only gets 1 cup. 1 cup of this a day, okay? But she also gets, and with it, a Timothy grass pellet. So, which is just basic for her, just good for her. So I bag her feed up ahead of time because it's a self-care co-op kind of setup here, and so I'm not the one that's here every morning to feed her. Other people feed besides me. So I have all her feed bagged up ahead of time. This is like several months worth. This one bag lasts me a long time. That's because she's an easy keeper. She does not require as much supplementation as other horses. And really, if I had to, I could just not give her any grain. She's just hay and grazing, and that'd be it. For Honey, that's fine. She's an easy keeper. She doesn't require a lot of calories. She has a lower metabolism than, say, a thoroughbred or an Arab. Okay, it's her breed, her genetics. Now, if she gets more exercise, then she'll need more. But for right now, for what she's doing, this is fine, and I keep very close tabs on her weight. Okay, so I just want to share with you what I'm doing. So these are little El Cheapo sandwich bags, Ziploc sandwich bags. Alrighty, that's it for now. Okay, probably can't see in there, but that is all of Honey's feed bagged up. That is 1 bag of the Strider feed, and then I think I've not quite 2 bags of the pellets, the hay pellets, because I've given some to Libby too. Yeah, that will do me until into October. Should get me through to the mid of October, if not into the early part of November. That's what I feed Honey. That's what you call an easy keeper. That's what you call our new farm hand. She's having a little trouble reaching the petals, though. Yeah, hot rough. Somebody's enjoying the water.
Oh.
Look at this. It's like Mama's telling them all about it.
You know which one my favorite baby is?
No, which one?
The black one.
Yeah? They're all cute.
They are really cute. Well,
Until,
I wish that goose would hatch something out.
well, it's a little hard when there's no gander.
The big one is the gander.
I thought it was a female.
No.
It looks like a female.
Well, I told the guy I wanted a gander.